golf. Most of you have been asking Tony, please bring to us someone who can give us an opportunity to understand golf in depth. Tunaonanga tuwe Tony unacheza tu golf every other time. And of course, yesterday I was at Ruiru Sports Club where I was playing the 6th leg of the Duracourt Golf Masters Series. Tony tuonyeshe hii game. Yeah, golf is a technical sport. Golf you must learn. It has its own set of rules. It has etiquette. It has everything. Yani iko na kila. Golf is not as simple as you might think. However, we have an organization that of course is deeply involved in matters to do with golf. They have curated a product in golf that is easily palatable. You can easily eat it regardless of where you are from. Whether wewe ni mtu wa Kakamega, whether wewe ni mtu ya Mombasa, whether wewe ni mtu ya Mandera, you can easily understand and be part of golf. And that's why this afternoon, I'm very honored, of course, to be joined by the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of Yen Golf, CEO and founder of Yen Golf, my very good friend, Kamau Nyabwengi. Karibu sana. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Najua last time tulikuwa kwa ile permanent residency, naona leo umekuja kwa, unaona venye tunakukaribisha nyumba mingi ndio uone venye sisi tuko sorted. Yeah. Karibu sana. Asante sana. Kamau Nyabwengi, of course, the CEO founder of Yen Golf. We also have one of the products of Yen Golf. Maybe 5 years ago, ama 2 years ago, ama 3 years ago, they had no idea about golf. They just saw golf. However, as we speak right now, this individual, this gentleman, is someone, of course, who gives credit to Yen Golf for giving an opportunity to now feel and be part and parcel of the golfing fraternity and community in and out of the country. Tindale. Ama ni Taindale. Tindale, of course, Obilor. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
How do you pronounce your name correctly before before nipatie penalty, 2-stroke penalty?
2-stroke penalty.
Yes.
Tyndale. Obilor.
This people, us from Kakamega, welcome so much, Tyndale.
Thank you very much.
We are glad you are here. And of course, it represents many others. Of course, Kamau will tell us how many other Tyndale we have who have benefited from Yen Golf. Acha nianze na CEO Kamau. Recently you moved from the fairways to a simulator, to virtual golf. I don't know if that's for some lazy golfers like us so that we don't go to the fairways, but of course that's a new development now from the course, and you're giving an opportunity to other golfers now to easily access golf virtually and in a simulator. Tell us about that whole new venture you are in.
Right. Thank you very much, Tony.
Karibu.
Thank you very much for the invite.
Karibu sana.
So just to answer your question, just like how technology is developing. Yeah? So right now we have AI. In the last 5 years,
yes.
Probably didn't have Chat GPT and
yes.
All the other and right now when you want to do an email, when you want to research about something, don't even go to Google. You open your AI chatbot, yes. And you ask the questions there. So the same way, golf is also developing, right? So golf technology is also developing, right? So that's why we saw that it was important for us to also just move into that space, yes. To combine the golf that's land on the range, and the technology that can golf technology that can help you, yes. Improve on your swing, yeah. Because it will show you stats. Yeah, when you come there, we'll show you why you're slicing. Yeah, we'll show you why you're not hitting as far if you are an experienced golfer. So you have that analysis that you can get from the simulator. You can also just enjoy virtual courses, right? You don't need to walk too far. You're hitting from the same spot, but you're playing international courses. Can play courses in the US, can play courses in, you know, Europe, you know, just from, you know, from the simulator. Also just to enhance our training program. When you're learning from the range, you want a bit more practice. So as you're learning, you get to understand these numbers, right? As soon as when you're learning. So that by the time you're done with the program, you come out as a better, you know, golfer, right? So that's why we opened up the simulator. We call it the Yen Golf Virtual Club. And it's actually a virtual club, just like any other golf club, but it's a virtual club. Right?
I hope I'll ask you, of course, what is the membership, or someone can just walk into it. It's at Runda Mall here, right?
Yes, it's at Runda Mall on second floor. Currently, we are open to the public. Anyone can come and you know, experience. Our main focus, our target, was the alumni. Right? To give them a home, to strengthen that community. But currently anyone can access. Soon, maybe in the next 3 months or so, we are running our membership drive, and once we get the members, then it will be the Modaiga of virtual clubs.
I am looking forward to that, Barakamau. Let me also bring in Tindel. Tindel, tell us about where you are in golf. Where are you exactly? Because someone who's watching you, Yen Golf are very happy, of course, for the journey that you have gone through. They are very proud of you. That's why they have brought you on international media to share currently, where you have been until where you are right now. So that someone who's watching, who's never been in golf, can actually now connect the dots from, of course, where you are, and also they can start from you and be where you are as well.
Yeah. Oh, thank you very much, Sonny. Where I am in golf, honestly, somewhere between a genius and a complete, what am I doing here? And in between, and that's what makes the game of golf very interesting, you know. I started 3 years ago at Yen Academy, of course.
Yes.
And over the years, I've played various tournaments. Some days you walk out of the course feeling like Tiger Woods. Other days you feel like Parker Woods. You know? So I'm somewhere in between there. I've played all the way upwards to some closer single digits, all the way from almost 40 3 years ago, and still learning. So the beauty of the game is the learning continues, and I have come a long way since my classes at Yen. And where I am right now is where I'm pretty excited, feeling like it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made.
Yes.
Yeah. And moving forward, thanks for the virtual golf club.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will have an easy place to allocate ourselves, because sometimes the biggest challenge is time.
Yeah.
But now when you have a place where you can go to past work hours, 7, 8 p.m. and train and keep playing your golf, the future is bright, to say the least. So that's where I'm at.
Well done, of course, Indal. That's very important. We shall, of course, be here. You've mentioned that you participated in some tournaments. We'd like to hear those tournaments and how your score was. Like for me, yesterday I played at Ruiru Sports Club, and I posted, I think, was it 39 Stableford points? Yes. I missed 2 club. But of course, we'll come to that, of course, those tournaments. So at least we can share. Somebody can be like, okay, yeah, as much as you're training in golf, you also get to experience and meet other golfers in tournaments. Kamau, for the benefit of someone who's watching for the very first time and they want to join golf, I know you assist a lot of golfers like Tindel, set up, a home in a golf club. You teach them in terms of rules, because golf has so many rules. As you said, we learn every day about a set of rules. Yesterday I did a very bad mistake. I teed off almost from the, I'll not say that. However, where do they train? What time do they train? And what is involved? And remember, people are saying this sport is elitist.
Yeah.
Watu wanasema ni domingi.
Yeah. So
do you make it palatable for those who are coming in?
Exactly. And that's why we exist. We say that our vision is to demystify the sport and to make it accessible to anyone from every walk of life, right? Whether you're a CEO, whether you are a student, whether you feel like you have a lot of resources or not so much resources, right? You can be able to experience this sport. You can be able to start, first of all, learn how to play, and then how you decide to, have that sport work for you, then depends on how you want to advance it, right? So we make it very easy for you to start by, you don't need to have equipment. Right? Because that is one of the barriers to entry, where if you are required to buy the equipment, golf equipment comes at a cost, right? And most of it is expensive, right? So we provide the equipment when you're starting out, so that the only thing that you require is just golf attire. You'll just be dressed in, khaki short or trouser, any sport shoes, polo t-shirt, and then we teach you from the very basics how to hold the club, the different techniques that you need to know to play the game. And then once you learn, and as you learn, we of course combine that virtual simulator aspect, and then we have tournaments in different places, right? So here in Nairobi, we do it at Windsor Golf Hotel and Country Club. We also do it at the golf park on Gong Road, and we are soon to start at Muthaiga, right? So those are our 3 locations. We've also done it before at Nakuru, which we'll be going back to, and also at the coast, which will also be spreading out to in the near future, right? So the only requirement is just curiosity to learn, right? A willingness to learn, and patience, for you to be patient with yourself, right? As you're making those mistakes, you correct them, you get corrected by the pros, who are the ones who do the lessons for us, and for you to get the basics, right? We all say we are like a driving school. We'll teach you, first of all, where the clutch is, how to turn, reverse, and all that. And then how good you become now becomes a matter of your own dedication and practice. Yeah? So, when you go to a driving school, you might come out as, somebody who will never even drive, somebody who just knows, where the ignition is. After that, somebody who becomes a rally driver, So somebody who becomes a Nganya driver, So it's just upon you now to advance the sport the way you'd want, right? So like an example of Tyndale, after he learned 3 years ago, this guy has taken my money many times when we play together. And we also taught some people who, after the last lesson, and they placed that club, on the last session of the course, that is the end of it, right? So, but it's good for you to learn, so that maybe you'll pick up the interest even later, or you carry on with that interest and become a very good golfer. And the only thing you require is just your patience, your dedication, and just golf attire. We take care of the rest.
So you just have to show up at Yen Golf at a opportunity. And of course, he's mentioned about golf park at Ngong Racecourse. You can just walk. It's a public golf course, and definitely that's where you can meet Yen Golf and their team to assist you grow. Tyndale, I'm looking at the opportunities that you can say you have actually experienced. What has golf brought to you on the table? Most people normally, they look at golf, they say, ni our dosi, ni our dongera, you will meet the who is who, and then you'll make deals. What has this golf done to your life? Or golf has just given you an opportunity to play golf and that's it? But I'm sure so many other avenues have come through you by the virtue of just you playing the game. Indeed,
and I agree with you. A lot of people look at it as an elitist sport where it's all for business connections. There's more to golf than that. Personally, golf has been almost like a lot of physical and mental therapy, a place to decompress, a place where I have learned about myself, because golf is literally you versus you. So on the fundamental basis, that is what it has been to me. Those are the opportunities. That's given me an opportunity to look inward and translate some of those lessons even into the business platform. Now, the other opportunities externally, like you rightly mentioned, is a lot of network. I've met a lot of lifelong friends, business partners, clients, and people who I've also given business to on the golf course, because the ethos around golf, the golfing community, is one of integrity and honesty. So you have a better chance of finding synergy on the golf course, which I have personally, as opposed to just randomly in some of these places. And also, I mean, we all go to conferences where you exchange business cards, talk for 30 seconds and that's it. With golf, it's 4 hours of getting to know each other genuinely, all titles stripped. And it has presented a lot of opportunities in those general areas for me.
Well done for that, of course, Tindel, and for presenting a lot of those. And remember also, ladies and women get an opportunity to play golf. It's just that today Kamau started with a gentleman. I'm sure next show he'll bring a lady, so you can see some of the ladies who've benefited. And I'm putting on the spot, Kamau, because I would like to share the success stories of Yen, especially so both ways, the men and the women, and some, of course, who've participated in tournaments and have won, because you have also organized tournaments under Yen, and maybe some of your also students have also gone on to win tournaments or participate. Tell us about that experience, both for men and for women.
Right, so I have first-hand success.
Kula pesa
yangu kila wakati. And in these tournaments around Nairobi, anytime I go for a tournament that we have not organized, it's rare for you to find among the winners that not one of the winners is a Yen Golf alumni. So even yesterday, it's just that I was not there because I know the guys, we've trained, most of them. So in all these tournaments that are organized in Nairobi, we always, when I attend them, we always get to see, the Yen Golf alumni, winning one of those prizes.
Correct.
Right? One of those things that I can also say has been a success on our part is the contribution that we've made to the golf industry in the country. So far, we've trained more than 4,500 golfers since we started about 10 years ago. Out of all these 4,500, we have guys who have become really good golfers. We have single-digit golfers. I don't know a pro yet, but there's one that is just about to turn pro. We trained him in one of the cohorts, cohort 50-something. He's just in that process of, trying to get to turn pro. So that would be like the highest in terms of, golf skill. But in terms of golf leadership, we've had guys that we've trained who are in the golf leadership in different clubs. In Machakos, I know of a few individuals who are in the leadership in that club, and I don't know whether I should mention.
Mention, please.
But at Thika Sports, we're very proud that the captain currently is someone who was in cohort 1. Currently the current captain and the lead captain was also in one of our cohorts, and many other success stories. We have communities that have come up in golf, and have been started by people that first of all experienced golf through us, right? So that all those stories, all those examples, are what I can cite as, how we've been able to contribute to the industry, and we are very proud, of that, contribution in the different areas, in golf leadership, in individual, for individual golfers, the communities that are coming up, and all that. Yes.
Well done, of course, for that, for mentioning. Of course, also taken up leadership, because golf is not only just about playing on the golf course. There's so many other areas that you can actually lock in. Besides, if you find golf is difficult, I think I can opportunity and teach you how to be a social member of a golf club, because most of you just think you can just show up at a golf club and be a member. As much as, of course, you can be inducted and agreed to stay in that golf, but then you have to understand and the etiquette of golf, so at least you can be part of that community. Yes, it's a whole community that we're talking about. Tindel, let me just bring you into some challenges that you faced and how you overcame them, because it's important for someone who's coming and they're excited they're coming to join golf. They should also expect challenges, and then of course some notable ones, and how did you maneuver through that? Speaking to someone, of course, for the first time, who would like to hear from someone firsthand who has actually come out on the other end of this training.
Fantastic. Thanks for that question. Challenges.
One major one.
I can name 100.
I know, just one major one. Just one major one.
Yeah. I mean, they say golf is your set of golf clubs. You have 14 golf clubs, and it gives you 14 excuses to blame the golf clubs until you realize you're the problem, right? So some of the biggest challenges in golf I've experienced is that humility to understand that you'd never really ever figure it out. And so every day you play well, be humble. every day you play badly, stay humble, because it's a journey, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so having that tenacity to take the learning as we actually apply in real life. And anyways, you know, life is a journey. You never really figure it out. You keep going. So that's, I would say, one of the major challenges, alongside consistency as well, because golf is a game that rewards consistency over brilliance or flashes of brilliance or perfection. So understanding that and overcoming the need to be a perfectionist, right, and then accepting to be a student, a lifelong student of something that you may or may never ever figure out completely, is one of the challenges I've faced, and I've managed to make a lot of progress in that regard. Yeah.
Well done. Well done that, of course. And of course, we come almost to the tail end of this. Juniors, do you also train juniors? And as you as you speak into that of all, I know you have a tournament coming up on the 14th. Yeah. On the 14th, you can also speak as well into that, because someone who's watching, a parent who will want to bring their junior to start playing, because sometimes you as a parent, you don't have time, and the only way you can actually rudishia community mkono ni ule huyo mtoto wako acheze golf now that you as a gentleman, you don't have.
Yeah, so they say that kids grow up differently when they grow up in a golf course, right? So they have a certain kind of discipline, certain kind of demeanor, right, and confidence, you know, when they play golf, right? Because, you know, there is that integrity of where if you've done 4 shots, it's 4 shots, right? You know, the discipline and, you know, the confidence and the focus also that the sport requires. We train juniors from between 6 and 12 and 13 to 18. We do that now that we have our indoor golf simulator, so we do that from there. So it's a hybrid of where we do some of the sessions from the simulator, and some of the sessions now we take them to the actual course. So of the 8 sessions, we do 5 at the simulator, and then we do 3 in the actual course, so that you know, they can apply what they've learned, and just some of those things like a bunker you cannot learn from the simulator, they learn from the actual course, right? So right now kids are on holiday, so it's on a rolling basis, right? So, and we train them as per individual or siblings, so they can sign up at any time. They can sign up during the weekends when they're back in school, and you know, we take them through, you know, the basics of the sport, right? And then the other thing you've asked about is our tournament. So we have these tournaments that we organize, you know, for our alumni every month. We have inside local tournaments like in Nairobi, outside of Nairobi, outside of the country. So the one that is coming up is next week on the 14th of August at Limuru for Yen Golf alumni, but of course we welcome guests. Please, Tony, come and play that one.
Definitely.
So we welcome you know, guys that probably might not have gone through our training, but of course play and it's going to be our 31st Entrepreneurs Open. And then after that, we also going to Malaysia and Singapore. So we have a trip to, it's a business trip and a golf trip in September, you know, to Malaysia and Singapore. We're going to play 3 courses in Malaysia and 1 course in Singapore. And during that time, there's an international exhibition that we're going to also attend in Malaysia. So it's both a business and a golf trip. And then after that, we'll play in Vipingo in October. In November, we'll be at Kipipiri, and in December, we'll be at Muthaiga, right? So that is, you know, the series of tournaments that are lined up throughout the year, open to both alumni, Yen Golf alumni, and, you know, you can't say the general public, but to other golfers.
You want everybody to show up who doesn't play.
Exactly.
Well done, of course. As you can clearly hear, there are opportunities both in and out of the country when it comes to golf. It's not about the course, it's about that, you know, the connection, the networking, and of course, given the opportunity to play these international events and international tournaments. You can see they'll be going to Malaysia. I only play in Malaysia when I'm watching these international golfers play. But I'll not let Tindel to leave the studio without telling us who his inspiration or who his role model is in golf, in Kenya and also in the world.
Oh, wow.
Or in Africa.
In Kenya, it's Kamau.
It's not that, Gabe.
Well,
yes. So the first question has been answered on your internationally.
That will make it two then. Kamau, and honestly, I watch Ndize closely.
Yes.
A man to be performing at that level in his late 50s.
Yes.
Is quite impressive and remarkable. And he represents the wider group of Kenyans who didn't come from an elitist background, so to speak, but have managed to find joy in playing this game and the longevity of it all. Outside, of course, Tiger Woods, he broke a lot of barriers, he opened doors, and he is one of the guys to look at. Never mind that he started at a young age. What he did for how long he did it for has been hard to replicate even till date. So those are the two guys I'd mentioned. Without, of course, Kamau goes without mentioning.
If you want to play bad golf,
that as well.
Anyway,
But yeah, those are I would say those are the two role models, if any, I closely watch. Yes.
Well done, of course. Tindal's talking about Dismas Ndiza, one of our Kenyan pros, who featured, of course, in our Kenya Open, has, of course, represented us also in and out of the country. Ni kijana, ni mzee anatoka, ni tuanga ni chuma ya zamani kutoka kule Mumias, Kakamega, Western Kenya. Well done to Dismas, of course, and a pool of other pros and amateurs that have represented the country. In less than a minute, Kamau, as we wind up, where can you be found online as well as an office? Someone is watching and they're like, I just want to walk to the office of Yen, or maybe I just want to interact with you online in 30 seconds.
Right, so thank you very much, Tony, for the opportunity. And for anyone that's watching, first of all, if you want to find us online, we have 3 accounts. The most recent being the Yen Golf Virtual Club. So Yen Golf Virtual. Yen Golf Virtual Club, if you just search that on Instagram, you'll be able to find us. Yen.golf and Yen Africa. So that's on Instagram. That's where we have the most presence.
Yes.
And then in terms of physical location, we are at Runda Mall on 2nd floor for both our shop where we sell golf merchandise. That's also our office. You can come and for any queries that you might have. And then just on the same floor, on 2nd floor, now that's where we also have the virtual club, where you can experience, virtual golf. You can train, you can, practice. You can play different courses, right? So that's where we are and how you can find us.
Very true. And of course, they have a relationship with most of the golf clubs in the country by virtue, of course, by playing there, by some of the alumni playing there, some of their trainees going through that. So thank you very much, CEO and founder of Yen Golf, Kamau Nyabwengi. Asante sana. And Yen Golf alumni, Tindel Obilor, asante sana for making time. These, of course, are testimonies, of course, that the journey that started and the journey that's continuing, and that gives an opportunity you also to actually venture into golf. Watu wa Thindigwa, Kiambu Road, hapo Turunda Mall, unasimama hapo. Shout to the name Kamau Nyabwengi. Hiyo itakuwa ni promo code yako ya 20% discount on your first time kwenda huko kwa virtual club. So thank you so much. Of course, the entire Yen Golf management and leadership, well done. Keep on doing what you do. And those, of course, who are undergoing the training, all the best. You'll find us on this other side of the golf courses. We shall show you how to play golf properly and get birdies and pars, as we've always done. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for that opportunity, both for men and for women. This, of course, is Sports Extravaganza. We were discussing about matters golf and the growth of the game of golf. Most of you are saying it's an elitist sport. No, Kamau Nyabwengi took up that responsibility as the CEO and founder of Yen to demystify this game and give an opportunity to play the game of golf, both on the course and also virtually. Sasa simulikuwa mnahitaji, ndio hiyo nimewaambia. My name is Tony Kwalanda. We are taking a very, very, very short break. We'll be back with more, including why Gianni Infantino needs to go or stay at FIFA.